Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel Math Mantra. This is Shraddha here and I am back with one more trick to make math easy for you. Today's topic is properties of addition and subtraction. Now with properties of addition and subtraction, I mean that there are some students who face difficulty when the questions are not straightforward questions. Let me give you some examples. Suppose I have a question like this: 203 plus blank equals to 512, or 463 minus blank is equal to 123. So if you see here, these are not straightforward questions. The addends or the number which is getting subtracted is missing here. Let's take some more examples. So here again, if you see, there is the addend which is missing, and here the number from which your number is getting subtracted, that's missing. And there are also some word problems in which the students find difficulty. So the word problems are also related to these type of questions, where you have like these: what should be added to 614 to get 825? Or you may have a question like this: what should be subtracted from 561 to get 264? Or you may have a question like this: 64 subtracted from what will give you 600? So these type of questions make students confused many times, as they are not straightforward questions. We are going to learn in today's topic how to solve these questions by using some tricks, and also we will look upon the word problems, how to solve them easily. Okay, so let's get started. So before we discuss the property, let's discuss something basic about addition and subtraction. Let's take some small numbers. Suppose I am adding 3 with a 5, then I get an answer as 8. If you see these numbers, this 3 and 5 over here, which are getting added to give you the answer as 8, are smaller than the answer what you get. That means whenever you add two numbers, the sum or the answer that you get after addition is always greater than the two numbers which you are adding. So here your 8 is greater than 3 as well as it is greater than 5. If you take any two-digit number, let's take for example, I am adding 15 with 37. So here I am going to get an answer 52, which is again, if you see, is greater than the two numbers which I am adding, that is 15 as well as 37. So with this, we come to a conclusion that whenever you add any two numbers, the answer what you get, the sum, is always greater number. Okay. Now let's see what happens in subtraction. Suppose you are subtracting, let's take some two small numbers as an example. Suppose I have 6, from that I am taking away 2. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Now in this subtraction statement, if you focus, you will see that the first number 6 is greater than the remaining two digits. So 6 here is greater than 2 and is also greater than 4, that is the difference that you are getting. Let's take another example to understand it more better. Suppose I have 26, from which I am subtracting a 12. Now the answer here what I will get is going to be 14. Now again, if you focus here, this number 26 is greater than the number 12 and the difference that you are getting, that is 14. So this is always going to remain the same. Whenever you add two numbers, your answer is going to be the greater number, and whenever you are doing subtraction, your first number from which you are subtracting is always going to be the greater number. So why I am saying this? Because we are going to use this same strategy to solve the questions. So in subtraction, this is the greater number. Now let's see how you use it to solve those questions which we were discussing earlier. Now let's understand how to use what we have learned so far to solve these questions. So we have learned that whenever we add two numbers, our answer is always the biggest number or the greatest number. So if you see here in the first question, we have 203 plus blank equals to 512. Since it is an addition statement, we know that the answer should be the greatest number. Now this is 203 plus blank equals to 512. 512 is supposed to be the greatest number in this addition statement. Now the number which is missing is a smaller number, that means compared to this number, right? So since the smaller number is missing in the statement, to find the smaller number, we are going to subtract the numbers which are present in the statement, because we need a smaller number as our answer. So to find this answer, we will do 512 minus 203, which will give us 9 here, 0 here, 0, 5 minus 2, 3, 309. So the answer over here is 309. Okay, let's take this example over here. Again, if you see, this is an addition statement. Blank plus 413 equals to 612. Again, because it is an addition statement, we know that the sum has to be the greatest number. So this is the greatest number over here. So again, the number which is missing is supposed to be the smaller number. So to find the smaller number, again we'll go for subtraction, because subtraction always gives us the smaller answers. So 612 minus 413. So again, because you can't take away, you will again borrow here. From here also you need to borrow, because from 0 you can't take away 1. So 12 minus 3 is 9, 10 minus 1 is 9, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So the answer here is 199. Now let's take the subtraction examples. Now we have seen that in subtraction, always the first number is supposed to be the greatest number. So here your greatest number is present. That means the smaller number is missing. So again, to find the smaller number, we will subtract the two numbers which are present in the question. So 3 minus 3 is 0, 6 minus 2 4, 4 minus 1 3. So 340 is your answer here. Now let's take this example. Now here if you see, the first number is missing. That means because this is a subtraction statement and the first number is supposed to be the greatest number, and the greatest number is missing here. So to find the greatest number, we will add these two numbers, because subtracting these two numbers will give us another smaller number, and we don't want a smaller number, we want a greatest number. So to find that, we will add these two numbers. So 685 plus 324, when you do, you will get 9 here, 10, carry 1, and this is 1000. So 1009 is your answer for this. Clear? Let's take the word problems now. 1000. Okay. Now let's focus on the word problems now. We have the first question as, what should be added to 614 to get 825? What we will do here is, first we will convert this word statement or the word problem into a mathematical expression. What do I mean by mathematical expression is, we are going to write it in the form of an expression, okay, with symbols and all. So what should be added? Now what should be added? That means something is getting added to 614. To get means to give the answer as 825. So some number is getting added to 614 to give you the answer as 825. Now when your expression is formed, you know that this is an addition statement, and the number that is missing here is the smaller number, because you all know now that whenever you add two numbers, your answer is always the greatest one. So the greatest number is present, smaller number is missing. To find the smaller number, you will subtract the numbers which are present. So 5 minus 4 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 8 minus 6 is 2, 211. That's your answer. Now let's focus on the second question. what should be subtracted from 561 to get 264? So that means now if I want to write this in the form of a mathematical expression, what should be subtracted from 561? That means from 561, some number is getting subtracted to get the answer as 264. Now by now you must have understood, because it is a subtraction statement, the first number is always the greatest number, so the missing number is the smaller one. So to find the smaller number, we will subtract the two numbers which are present. So this will turn 11, 6 will turn 5, 5 will turn 4, this will turn 15, 11 minus 4 is 7, 15 minus 6 is 9, 4 minus 2 is 2, so 297 is your answer. Now let's see the last question. 64 subtracted from what? So that means from some number, 64 is getting subtracted. So from some number, 64 is getting subtracted to give you the answer 600. Now the first number is missing and it is a subtraction statement. So in the subtraction statement, we all know first number is supposed to be the greatest of all. So since the greatest number is missing, we will add these two numbers. 600 plus 64 is 664. That's your answer. Easy? Hope you have understood this. If you still have any doubts in understanding the word problems, or if there are any particular word problems which you are finding difficulties in, you can put those questions in the comment section, so that if it is very much easy, I can reply you there and there, or we can form another video for that to make you understand it more better. Okay, I hope you have understood the video and liked it also. If you have not watched the previous videos, kindly go through them. I'm putting the link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, share and subscribe this video with your friends so that they can also benefit with this. I will see you all soon with one more strategy that will make math more easy for you. Till then, bye-bye, take care and have fun with math.